like defines the ship. I find.
Yeah.
What I like about it though is it's got a lot of benches. And if you are a French ship player, cruiser, destroyer, battleship player, you can tell how OP a ship is based on the number of benches that you can find on the ship's model. So here's one.
Okay, I'm gonna try to see Kleber.
Okay, so that's kind of a mini bench. Look at this. That's like a miniature bench right there. Kleber actually does have a bench, although it's going to ruin your OCD because it's off center. So
Oh
Yeah,
my
but
there's.
God, it is. Oh
I
God.
told you! I told you! You can't unsee it now.
The tree has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and yeah, it has 10 benches, ladies and gentlemen, which automatically
Yes.
makes it the best French ship in the game.
Okay,
Damn
so
right.
well, here's the thing: is that we have to also check Republic because, of course, the ship
Republic
before it.
Republic has 8 benches.
That's right. Therefore, not as good.
No,
Therefore, not as good.
2.
So here's a
4.
couple of neat things about the Patrie. Not only does it actually have an insane amount of AA, well, as far as insane AA goes, AA doesn't really do much in the game, but if you run into a novice carrier, you melt him because you have 12 flak. So much fun. The other thing is its engine boost is actually modified over the standard French tech tree line. It doesn't have the 3-minute engine boost, it only has a 2-minute engine boost, but it has a 15% speed modifier. So you end up with a 15% engine boost for 120 seconds, or in this case, I have it 156 seconds because I have the engine boost modification.
Module. Yep.
The module. So you can actually achieve a higher top speed compared to, say, a Republic. You have the same base top speed as a Republic, but you can hit a higher overall top speed compared to.
What is the overall top speed of Patrie?
Not fast enough.
Actually, no, it is. I'm not running brisk. I actually accidentally put this build a bit wrong. Normally, I would run brisk instead of Tertraverse, but you can reach 40.5 knots. It's the fast. It is one of the fastest battleships in the game, and it is insanely good at flanking, right? And again, Republic guns. Look how much range I have: 26.6 kilometers.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
It's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
Pretty sexy range.
Imagine if we had a spotter plate.
Range
Oh
mod.
god.
Wait, only 26 kilometers?
Only 26.6. Only 26.6.
Yeah. Just expect to get me outright and just park in the middle of the map and just be like, I can hit everywhere.
But can your Yamato go bonk? Is the question.
I said I don't even have to be in the middle.
Can your Yamato bonk?
Yes.
Can your
Because
Yamato
that
go to...
overmatch actually does matter because of the .1.
What happened to your Malta? Is he being Stevie sniped?
No, he tried pulling a full turn, got spotted by the enemy Malta, and got clapped, so...
Oh, okay.
I think, judging by it, I think it was perhaps a Shikishima shot.
Looks like it, maybe, yeah.
There's no Shikishima, there's a Satsuma, however.
That's
which is actually one of the biggest... Which is the biggest bane of this ship, in my opinion, is the Satsuma it has to face, because... it's a French battleship, it's coded in 32 millimeters, it gets overmatched to oblivion. It's not fun.
Okay.
Sorry, which ship are you talking about here?
Satsuma versus Patrie. It's not fun.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, the 510s hurt.
510s hurt. They overmatched 35, and you were only 32. What's really irritating is that this Patrie shooting HEMA. And the curve first, yeah.
Not happy in chat, that's for sure.
Really not happy. I'm gonna slap him around a little bit.
I'll take reasons why I disable team chat for $500. Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt there.
No, that's cool.
Can we get back to the same game chat that I never use anymore?
Yeah.
So, decent hit there on the curve first. I'm sure you were hoping for more, because unfortunately, with them turning away...
So the problem with Patrie is, with the larger number of guns also comes a longer reload. You do not have Republic's insane 24-second reload. Your base reload is unfortunately only 30 seconds. You also have lower dispersion. You also have lower sigma. You have 1.8 sigma as opposed to 2.0. So you're not as consistent
Sure.
as the Patrie, as the Republic. Of course, you can. This Kurfürst is so mad. I was laughing the entire time because this Kurfürst was raging so hard.
It's pretty obvious, yeah.
Quite obvious. I think I underled this shot, and you're probably noticing just how fast the shells move at this range, right?
Yep. It's that's the thing about these ships, the French ships. It's very high shell velocity.
You're probably noticing that there is in fact a Shimakaze at the bottom of the screen.
Yes.
On the enemy team, that guy's gonna annoy me for the rest of the match. Also,
sure he will.
Putin, I know you love your Yamato, but can
Nice
your Yamato,
Citadel.
can your Yamato do that? Can you Citadel like her first?
Yes. And by the way, I've done it in a Montana. I've done it in another Kurfürst.
I've
This
Citadel.
Kurfürst is
I've Citadel the
not-
Kurfürst in a oh god, what ship was it? Hold on. Yeah, I've Citadel in a Republic.
Can you do it? But that's my question. Can your
Hey, my question to you though is, can you do it reliably all the time?
There you go.
Perhaps.
There's a question for you.
Perhaps. So the answer is no. So you got lucky.
Patrie is not that consistent. That's the problem.
None of the
Aha.
battleships are consistent with citadeling a Kurfürst.
That's true. Now, little salt and chat. Meanwhile, you are so busy laughing at that, you take a torpedo. You could have easily dodged that.
Yeah.
And I'm the greatest torpedo catcher.
Patrie is a huge ship. All right, mind you, it is the third largest ship in the game.
Like
Why are you
most
taking a
kids.
full flood here?
I mean, I'm not really under any pressure to DCP that, so yeah.
Okay.
There's no real point for me to DCP it like right now.
So, there. Okay, that was the other part I was gonna say. At that point, why don't you just heal up? Zero Let's Plays, thanks for the follow.
That is a good question, actually. In hindsight, looking back at this, the slight misplay. Yeah, I was getting greedy for the AR because I do have Jean-Jacques Honor on this, so I get boosted
So,
AR.
okay. So, if that's the case, that's fine. But then, in my opinion, there's no need to use your engine boost and your DCP. Just let the flood tick through, heal that up because you can heal it, and then when when the next one comes available, you can heal the rest of it essentially. Because if you look at it, you can still heal quite a bit of your health.
Definitely, yeah. That's a slight misplay. Also, eating the torpedo was a slight misplay, but you know.
Like I said, you were too busy laughing to realize what was going on. I hear you.
This is actually the best game I've played in this ship so far, which is kind of why I sent it in. It's like 270-ish thousand damage, I think.
No
So-
spoilers.
Oh come on! If it was 400,000, I would.
Spoilers.
I wouldn't
Boo.
say anything. 400.
I like your shot on the Des Moines. It was blind. You're just like, I think he'll be here.
More or less, yeah. I slightly underled that, but again, Patrie's biggest strength is the 30mm overmatch that this ship has. And for those of you watching, sorry for the spazzy camera movements. That's kind of my thing. I like doing really quick panorams just to see what's going on.
Do the same. I do the same.
Like
Yeah.
you should do in a
I hope you
battleship,
didn't-
though.
I hope you didn't do that during your COD streaming.
No, I did not do that.
Okay.
I did not, thankfully. Good torpedo dodge for me there, I know that. Now, that Shimakaze, you're probably noticing him back there, right? Like, that Shimakaze is going to be such an annoyance for me, because all our Malta has to do is just stay on top of him. He just needs to keep sending rocket planes and kill him, and he doesn't, which is really annoying, because he stayed alive until the end of the game, and, yeah.
That's true. GP would be puking by now with all the movement. That's funny. Zybosalin, thanks for the follow.
And again, this Patrie's still shooting HE at me, which is really, really irritating.
Well, that's
French battleship with a decent fire chance. What else would you do?
Oh, nice hit on the cock. Triple
Yeah.
Citadel?
That's
Nice.
that's the strength of the Patrie. It does
Okay. So-
humongous amounts of damage over range.
There it is. I was just going to say. Switch to the Des Moines. There you go.
Yeah, I saw the Des Moines, I was like, huh. I was getting greedy for a second.
Free Des
shot,
Moines.
But, you know, it's a Des Moines, I mean, 30mm overmatch. What's he gonna do?
Die.
Exactly.
Okay, what does overmatch have to do on broadside targets?
I don't know. Maybe if you angled back in.
I like how you're trying to get your 4 Sherman to go and do anti-destroyer things, so that you can go farm more.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Go
exactly
get him.
what it is.
Wait, what's the thing that Patrie said? Go, Mr. Rocky. It's okay. Or something like that.
Nice torp dodge.
Again, Patrie is a big girl, but
Mhm.
again, for those of you who run DCP mod on your battleships, get better at managing your DCP. You don't need DCP mod. You don't need Damacon. Take
You know-
Propulsion.
We saw
I'm
that
gonna
today on
call it-
COTS.
I'm gonna call you out on this. You say shoot the DDs. Not once did you turn your guns to even attempt to shoot at that shimmy.
Because
Good
If
point.
you could have
I
killed.
was gonna say.
that was a good.
You
that
could
is a
have
val-
killed.
No
But he
excuse there.
wants the
that is a
damage.
valid-
So
that is a
what?
valid
You
point.
get the kill first, then the damage.
You
No.
overmatched the shimmy.
Okay, to counterpoint to that there, but I've hit destroyers. I actually had another game that I was gonna send in, but I lost the replay file for it.
Oops.
Where I-
Lost it. Okay.
No, I actually have it, but I was debating whether or not do I send this one in or I send that one in? Or
I love
hit
it.
a Sherman with 7 out of 8, right? 7 out of 8 shells, and I get a triple permafire on him with the high explosive. So
I like how you see the carrier and immediately just switch to the carrier.
of course, shoots the carrier at all costs shot. And
That's
again,
right.
I can
Stop
make
what you're
these-
doing.
I can make these shots at the range because of how good the shell velocity is. I mean, like, come on. 840 meter per second shell velocity.
Yeah, it's nice,
you know,
sexy.
very, very low air drag on these guns. That is the greatest advantage that the Patrie has. It can make these long range shots similar to how the Satsuma can, but the only difference is, of course, Satsuma is just more consistent. That's kind of just the main differentiator there.
Unfortunately, you're gonna take another torpedo on the tip, but you can't dodge any of that when you see it, so you just keep
Yeah.
going.
And what's really annoying is that the Shima's running 20s. I know this because of how far the torpedoes are getting spotted out.
Yeah,
But,
well, you
like-
could have turned south and not let the Shima keep torping you.
Yeah, but like,
Imagine if you would have turned your guns earlier and shot him and killed him.
but then his adrenaline rush wouldn't be so well activated.
exactly.
Conqueror.
Come on, buddy.
Okay.
Maximize your ROI, right? Maximize your ROI.
I would have shot the-
Warfare at this point.
Yeah, I would have shot the Conqueror, but okay.
He's behind the island for me, so it wasn't really. That was really just gonna be a luck of the draw again. Like, look at the shell velocity. I mean, come on.
Look at your twitchiness. Dude, you're
Yeah.
playing the wrong game. Go play like Valorant or something. I don't know.
I played Doom Eternal. I played
Okay.
Doom Eternal, so yeah, that's why I'm really twitchy. It's, you know.
Not all the coffee.
Somebody call SFNL and tell them to watch this replay.
Why?
Erko Dan, thanks for the follow. Why? Because he's the king of scrolling, which is kind of the opposite of what you're doing right here.
I don't scroll. I don't scroll. Because I also Twitch stream and I don't want people to vomit. So,
There you go. Not a kill. It's good damage. Good damage. 259,000.
it's a Worcester, so it's a bit of a sketchy shot. And more torpedoes! Hey, I was
Well,
wondering where he was.
Yeah, I mean, you're up.
I'm up in the enemy spawn.
Jim and Jimmy, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, dude. Make sure you type ! ticket to get in for our giveaways. Actually, I think, did I do that right?
That was a miss slowdown.
I
That's
don't think
fine.
I have one currently running.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Maybe
Well, when
I
putting-
do. I don't know. Just hit ticket.
Okay, Zab, this is the fun part, all right? Blind shot on the Malta. Just give it a second. Just give it a sec. Just give it a sec.
Sure, fun. Very fun, exciting, entertaining.
Come.
Oh my god. All right, let's watch this from the top-down view.
Oh, that was the best shot of the evening right there, ladies and gentlemen. Best shot of the evening.
Drop
So
those two. And it should slow down now. There we go. All right. So let's take a look at these this game from top-down perspective. And I mean, I agree with Puddin. I mean, you do overmatch the destroyer, so you could always shoot the Shimikaze.
I was getting B for damage. That was
The
that was just me.
So
Being
here's the ironic thing. If you had turned south and like ran away from the destroyer, he probably would have torpedoed your teammates, and that would have extended the battle a little bit longer.
Good point. But the thing was, though, if you take a look at the position of pretty much the rest of the enemy team, like, I have
Mm-hmm.
these 3 broadsides to work with. Why not push down this flank? Of
Sure.
course, without pushing too far, because again, Patrie's French, it melts really easily to concentrated fire. So if they notice me, they're like, "Oh, shoot the super battleship! Shoot the super battleship!" And yeah, they'll just kill me instead. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no point in me turning around and pushing narrower than I need to. It's all about keeping range, just keeping distance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I think the best shot out of the entire game was, well, I don't think it was, in my opinion, it wasn't the blind kill on the Malta. It was the 60,000 damage salvo on that Conqueror as it caught his flat broadside. And it kind of highlights the strength of the Patrie, in my opinion, its ability to punish these broadsides very well.
Sure.
Satsuma does that a lot better than Patrie because unlike other super battleships, Patrie doesn't have a funny button. It doesn't its sole strength relies largely upon its high volume of fire, relatively good consistency, and its speed, its mobility, the ability to make these flanking plays. So yeah. Also, in hindsight, I was laughing pretty much the entire way through this battle, so I wasn't really concentrating with just full with the full benefit of hindsight. So yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. Stevie was demanding a little bit of attention. Um. So, how do you get the Patrie?
So Patrie is the French super battleship. So the way you unlock super ships is you have to get 3 tier 10s unlocked in the tech tree, and then you will have access to super ships. They are essentially treated as tier 11s in this game. They're basically a one step above. So Henry goes to Condé, Republic goes to Patrie, Des Moines goes to Annapolis, so on. However,
Mm-hmm.
these are very expensive to acquire. The average cost of a super ship is 40 million